Hey, Emily. Long time no see. I hope you've been good.
Huh? Seriously, you're all cheerful. I wasn't expecting a reunion like this. What do you want? If it's not important, can I leave? Unlike you, Susan, I'm swamped with stuff. Honestly, I was hoping I'd never have to see you again.
Can't believe it. After all this time, you're being so cold to me. Did I do something to you, Emily? I can't remember, but if I hurt you in the past, I'm sorry.
Susan, your presence is making me queasy. Don't act like you don't remember how you treated me. Give me a call when you finally remember. Can you at least try to recall what you did? I don't have time for you right now. Well, I can't guarantee I'll respond to your message later.
I haven't done anything to you, have I? Maybe your parents, but not you. Your folks were so uptight. They got really mad when I borrowed a small amount of money. They're so narrow-minded. As their daughter-in-law, it's fine for me to borrow some savings, right? I thought they'd be okay with it. I never expected them to cut ties with me.
Small amount? Is 3 million not a lot of money to you? That's a huge sum in general. Besides, even within a family, no one would dare withdraw money from someone else's account without permission. That's just plain wrong. How would you feel if someone did that to you? What you did is theft. A serious crime. The only reason you're not behind bars is because we're too kind. We didn't report your actions to the police. So before you criticize others for being stingy, take a long, hard look at your own spending habits. You need to repent and change before you come to me.
I'm not careless with my money. I only spend on necessary things. Stop acting like you know me.
When do you think it's necessary to buy super expensive clothes and accessories? Most of what you spend on are your own luxuries.
Doesn't it make a husband happy to have a beautiful wife? I'm making myself beautiful to please him. So, I'm using the money for my husband's sake, not just for myself. Don't jump to conclusions and call me extravagant without understanding.
How ridiculous! I was foolish to expect a sensible conversation from you, Susan. You're just as stupid as you were before. By the way, you have deleted my contact information, right? How did you know my message ID?
I will tell you, my careless sister-in-law, even if you delete someone's contact, you can still find them by searching their names. It's even better if you remember their ID. You don't even know that? Well, let me give you some good advice. I'd recommend blocking any contacts you don't want to communicate with.
I never thought I'd learn something useful from my stupid sister-in-law like you. It's really my fault. This is just me being stupid. I will follow your advice. I'll block you right away. Thank you, and goodbye. I won't be talking to you again.
What if I contact you through my husband's phone next time? He would say okay if I tell him I'm going to see his parents with you, Emily. It's really easy.
Okay? I won't block you, just please don't cause trouble for my brother. Please just don't do that.
Thank you for being a reasonable sister-in-law. Let's continue to be good friends from now on. I don't want to cause any more trouble for my husband either.
Are you keeping your promise with my brother?
The rule not to borrow money from others and always get permission from your husband before spending any money. It's such a strict rule, but of course I'm following it. Because of that, I can't buy the accessories or clothes I want, and it's really frustrating. I wonder why he makes me keep such a promise.
It's not normal if you can buy anything you want. Your life was something wrong before. Susan, what you lack is patience. My brother is a great person, except for marrying you. That was his only flaw. If I had known you were like this, I would have done everything to stop it. I really can't regret it enough. I can't believe a woman like you has caused so much chaos in our family.
Oh, you forgot one more flaw, didn't you? It's that your brother is too overprotective for you, Emily. I could see it's your own fault. There hasn't been a single day when my husband hasn't mentioned your name. I don't think any other family has a situation like yours. To hear my sister-in-law's name every day from my husband's mouth? Family is very important, but there should be moderation in everything. You guys are not normal.
I didn't expect you to say that. It's so funny to hear you use the word moderation. You have no moderation at all. You knew the meaning of that word, right? So what brings you to contact me today? I hope it's not something stupid.
Well, you see, I'm planning to go on a trip next weekend, but I don't have enough money for it. That's why I'm asking you to lend me some money. I'm really in trouble. So please help me out.
I can't believe you. This is really ridiculous. Didn't we just talk about this earlier? Have you already forgotten your promise not to borrow money from others? You haven't kept the rule we agreed upon at all.
I promise this is the last time. I really need the money. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't be begging like this.
If you really don't have the money, why not just give up on the trip? My general opinion is that you should save your money all by yourself. Why bother someone else who could get angry with you? I don't get your common sense.
I can't give up. The ocean in Hawaii is the most beautiful now. I have to see it now. If I miss the chance, I'll have to wait until next year. Don't you understand how important this is to me? Please, please, pretty please. I really want to swim in the best ocean. This is really the last time. Please, pretty please. If you let me go, I will make sure to buy you a nice souvenir. When will be your last time? Didn't you also borrow a lot of money from my parents by saying that? And you still haven't paid them back yet. You always say it's the last time and borrow as much money as you can, but never pay it back. You should pay it back what you owe before asking for more. Of course I'll pay you back, but only after I come back from Hawaii. I can't repay you if you don't let me go to Hawaii. I wouldn't ask you if I didn't have to. I can't contact your parents, so I want to borrow from you.
I think even a fool like you can understand this. But you know, I have no obligation to lend you money, right? I don't have to lend you any money. So let's end this conversation here. If you really need the money, why didn't you ask my brother for help? Why come to me?
I already did that. But he said no, so that's why I'm asking you. I know I should ask your brother first.
I won't lend you any money either. I have no obligation to do so. And I want you to pay me back the money you already owe me. I can't believe you thought you could borrow money from me so easily, especially for a reason like wanting to go to Hawaii. You can't expect me to lend you money for that.
Well, if that's the case, I don't like this idea, but I have no choice. I'll have to go to your parents' house to borrow the money.
What? Do you really think that's okay? Please don't bother my parents anymore.
But I have no choice, since you won't lend me the money. So can you please lend me the money? This is really the last time I need it so badly. I believe you will lend it to me because you're so kind, right? It's okay, right?
Is this really the last time? Can you promise me that you won't ask for any more money?
Yes, of course. I'll pay it back as soon as I return from Hawaii. I promise. I will definitely keep my promise this time.
Okay, let me think about it for a bit, but please don't go to my parents' house to borrow money. Got it?
I see. That's my friend Emily. I knew you would give me a good answer. You're the best. Well then, I'll be waiting for your good news. Bye.
Chris, I have something to ask your opinion about. I have a complicated problem right now.
What's wrong, Emily? Are you okay? You seem quite down. You look like you're in big trouble. I will do anything I can. Please, tell me what it is.
You're right. Actually, my brother's wife keeps asking me to lend her money. She's so persistent that I couldn't say no. That's why I'm in trouble.
Is that the woman we talked about before? The one with the bad spending habits? I thought you had cut ties with her a long time ago. I'm surprised you're still in contact with her. Why are you still talking to someone like that?
I thought deleting her contact information would stop her from contacting me, but it didn't. I should have blocked her so she couldn't message me. She contacted me the other day.
I see, you're not good with apps and stuff. If you didn't know what to do, you should have asked me. Anyway, don't worry about it. Should I set up a block on that woman's messages next time? That way you won't receive any more messages from her and won't have to lend her money again.
But she said if I blocked her, she would go directly to my parents' house. My parents were saying they didn't want anything to do with that woman anymore. I don't want to see my parents suffer anymore. I don't want them to be bothered mentally anymore. That woman always brings up my parents whenever something happens and tries to use them to get what she wants. If things don't go her way, she threatens to go see my parents. That's why my brother can't divorce her. He's being blackmailed.
What? It's too much. It's a threat, isn't it? She's a terrible woman. I want to punish her somehow so she doesn't get more out of control. I have a good idea. With this, we should be able to teach that woman a lesson so she doesn't get too carried away anymore.
A good idea. Can we really do something like that? What kind of idea is it?
Well,
Susan, I have the money ready now. I'm sorry it took so long. I made you wait until the day before your Hawaii trip.
But you are going to lend me the money, right? I've been waiting for it. But I'm so glad you made it in time. You're amazing, Emily. Now please send me the money quickly. I'll pay you back extra when I come back from Hawaii.
There's just one condition. You must meet that condition. If you agree to it, then I'll lend you the money.
What condition? I don't care what the condition is. So don't be like that and tell me already. I'm busy picking up my swimsuit for Hawaii right now. I have to choose the best one. Since I'm going to the best ocean in Hawaii, I'm going to be the star of the ocean in Hawaii.
Huh? Where did that money come from? You didn't have any money. You didn't have any money to buy a swimsuit, did you? Did you steal money from my brother? How low can you go?
No, it's not like that. I used my credit card to pay for it because I had some money left over from my paycheck yesterday. It was perfect timing. That's how I was able to buy the swimsuit.
Wait, does that mean you used up all the credit card limits?
Yeah, so? It's not like they will decrease the limit. So it's fine, isn't it? The credit card limit is something that I was told I could use after all. Nobody can complain about what I do.
I can't believe it. What are you going to do with something that happens? What if you suddenly need money and there's no way to get it?
Of course I can rely on my husband. We're married, so we should support each other. If I'm in trouble, my husband will help me. That's a matter of fact. You have no right to question that. Anyway, what's the condition you mentioned?
I just heard your story and it helped me make up my mind for sure. I can't take it anymore. Please divorce my brother. I just want him to be free. I want you to stop causing pain to my brother and our family.
Huh? We're just talking about borrowing money. Why are you bringing up divorcing my husband? What are you thinking?
I was thinking of introducing a service to you that makes it easy to borrow money, but you can borrow money and repay it quickly and smoothly. I thought that would be an appealing service for you.
It sounds appealing that I can borrow money quickly, but that service requires repayment, right? I don't want to. Pay the money back.
What are you talking about? That applies to us too. My brother said he wouldn't hesitate to file for a divorce if you keep borrowing like this. He's at his limit too. If he does file for divorce, you will definitely end up with an unfair end. I don't think any lawyer can help you win. You can't win no matter what you do. But if you agree to divorce now, I'll persuade my brother to split his assets in half, and you don't have to repay the money you borrow this time. Don't you think that's a good deal?
What? I don't have to repay it? And I can also get half his assets?
Only if you agree to the divorce now. If you ignore me when you come back from Hawaii, I will sue you right away, so be prepared for that. Decide whether to borrow this money or get a divorce.
If that's the deal, then I don't mind getting a divorce. I was already frustrated with not being able to use money freely. It's really the best deal. Now I can fully enjoy the Hawaiian Sea.
We've both got what we wanted. Have a great trip to Hawaii. Well, let's discuss the details when you get back. Have a good trip.
You're amazing. Don't say no to this deal now. All right, I'll enjoy my trip with gratitude. Hi, Emily. Thanks to you, I had a great time on the trip. The Hawaiian Ocean was the best thing ever. It was really amazing. So what about the service you were telling me about? The one that lets you easily borrow money? I was curious about it, even during my trip to Hawaii. Tell me about it now.
We'll talk about it after the divorce settlement. By the way, is the divorce proceeding smoothly?
Of course it is. We just finished negotiating and submitted the paperwork. We just need to wait for the judgment. It's only a matter of time.
You really work fast, don't you? When it comes to money, you move so quickly. Well then, shall we introduce the service right away?
Please do. I'm really looking forward to it. With this, I won't have to rely on others for money anymore. It was so hard to do things smoothly when I had to ask for someone else's money. The idea of getting money quickly is like a dream come true.
Well, it's a system called payday loans, and it's a loan that can be borrowed quickly and easily, even if your repayment ability is low. I think it's a perfect service for you.
It's really convenient, isn't it? I've been waiting for such a service. But wait a minute. With such a convenient service, there must be some catch, right? Like aggressive debt collection, or they hardly lend any money in reality. I also don't want scary people suddenly showing up at my house.
Not at all. Payday loans are a type of loan where the repayment amount is collected from the borrower's next paycheck, which is why the risk of default is low and makes it easy for anyone to borrow. There are no shady dealings involved. You don't have to worry. You may not have a high repayment capacity, but I think the service will definitely work for you. Did you like this service?
I see. I didn't know there was such a service. I really like it. If there's a service like this, my life will be so much better. Thank you for the wonderful information.
It's okay, Susan. Make good use of payday loans from now on to make a living.
I definitely will. I'm already thinking about what to buy and where to go. I'm really excited about it. Well then, see you later. Hey, what's going on? Emily, you haven't blocked me, have you? There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, what's up? Susan? Is everything going well in your life?
There's no way. What's up with that high interest rate? Most of my salary disappears just to pay it back. If I repay the loan, I won't have any money left to live on. So I have to borrow some more. But if I don't repay it, I'll lose my salary. I can't live freely at all. It's an endless cycle that won't stop. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, didn't you check the interest rate carefully before taking out the loan? Borrowing money without thinking about it, that's your own fault. It has nothing to do with me. It's your fault.
It's your responsibility since you introduced me to that service. Take your responsibility and repay it on my behalf. I am the victim here.
Why me? Well, since you divorced my brother, you're just a stranger to me now. I think it's nice of me to not have blocked you. Why would I have to take care of you?
Don't be ridiculous. You knew this would happen. So you made me divorce your brother first, right? That was your plan. Fine. If you're gonna act like that, I will go to your parents' house and get the money back. It's all your fault. You'll regret deceiving me. I won't forgive you. I'm not gonna stop no matter what you say.
It's fine, but are you prepared, Susan?
What do you mean? What do I need to be prepared for? It's pointless to threaten me because you're in trouble.
Divorce means you're just a stranger now. So saying that you'll come to my house to collect money means you're declaring that you're going to commit illegal trespassing. Not only that, but you're also making a declaration of robbery. Shall I call the police right now? This message is evidence enough, isn't it?
Oh. No, that's just a joke. Are you saying you'll actually do it, aren't you? You're jumping to conclusions too quickly, aren't you?
Susan, you always do this. As soon as things don't go in your favor, you become weak-willed. I really don't understand why my brother chose you. That's an eternal mystery to me. Anyway, you have to repay the money you borrowed on your own. It's difficult for you to make repayments in your current situation. Why don't you consider changing your job?
I don't want to quit my job I have now. I love my job.
You don't love the job. You love the store manager, right? I already knew you were cheating with the store manager at your workplace a long time ago.
Huh? How would you know about it?
I'm surprised you were trying to hide it. You were even hugging each other without any concern in front of people in the store. I'm surprised you have such an attitude. Don't you borrow money from your beloved store manager? I'm sure he'll be generous enough to lend you money. It's good, isn't it? Your beloved lending you money.
No way. What would I do if he dumps me for that? He's more popular than your ugly brother who has nothing but money to offer.
I think he would be much happier if he didn't attract women as foolish as you. I wonder if the store manager will become aware of that soon.
What do you mean? Emily, what have you done? Did you do something with the store manager?
I didn't do anything. I just sent a photo of you and the store manager embracing directly to the store manager's house. I also wrote down your name and address. Is it that thoughtful?
If you did something like that, his wife would find out. Are you stupid?
So you knew he had a wife? It looks like there's no way to deny it. You did it even though you knew he had a wife.
What the hell did you do? If he gets in big trouble, it's all your fault. Take the responsibility.
But if he divorces his wife, the manager might become yours, you know? If you marry the manager, you could even get paid interest and enjoy a luxurious life every day. Isn't it a dream come true for you?
I can't have a luxurious life in such a small store. We are a good match in bed, but I would never marry him. I'm not serious with him.
I just can't believe you. Isn't it because you always look down on people like that? That you end up in situations like this? People around you don't value you as much as you think.
Stop that. It's wrong for me to be living like this in the first place. I shouldn't be living at this level. A beauty like me should be living a life that matches it. Wrapped in designer goods and leaving all housework to professionals, polished my beauty and living elegantly. Such a life should be the right way. Everything is wrong now.
Hey, Susan. I've been wanting to tell you this for a while, but you're not really beautiful, you know. Your ugly personality shows on your face. You always had a very ugly face. It's just nonsense for you to make fun of other people.
That's not true. There are always men around me. I'm a very attractive woman who is popular with men.
That's because you're an easy and convenient woman who will spend the night with them. How many men have you had a serious relationship with? You are a pitiful person who hasn't had a real romance.
That's not true. I'm so popular that I haven't bothered to commit to anyone. Even now, there are many men who are interested in me, not just the store manager. They're all crazy about my charm. There are still more than 10 men who are approaching me. Please don't act like you know me. Every man really loves me.
Then why don't you ask them? Ask the men who are approaching you. The more than 10 men, and you'll see if you really have any charm.
What do you want me to ask them?
I'm struggling with the interest on my payday loans, so can you pay it off for me? Why don't you ask them if they can pay off all your credit card debt too? You've probably maxed out the limit anyway. If they really cared about you, they would help you out with your trouble.
Fine. Of course everyone will pay for me. It might even cause a fight amongst them over who gets to pay.
Such great confidence. Maybe I should learn from your overflowing confidence.
Emily, there are many things you should learn from me, such as how to handle men. It seems like you want me to be unhappy, but it's not going to happen. I'm gonna live happily surrounded by men. You'll live a lonely life, ignored by everyone. You and I are living in a different world after all. You should just live on envying someone like me.
Sorry, but I have a wonderful boyfriend, not some cheap guy flocking around you. He's the coolest guy ever.
Are you kidding me? There's no way you have such a wonderful boyfriend. Enjoy your dream world while you can. Really. It's so sad when people can't face reality. The dream world is not real. Maybe it's lucky to be able to live without doubting these delusions.
You don't have to believe me. Just do your best. Well, I wish you luck.
Emily, it just turned out as you wished. Everyone's gone.
Oh, Susan. You were so full of yourself. Were there no kind men willing to pay off your loans?
When I talked about the payday loans, they told me not to joke around. No one would ever pay such a high interest loan for me. They were just being nice to me because I'm easy to sleep with. They were the exact men you were talking about. What should I do now? I've lost everything and all that's left is huge debt.
Even if you ask me, I have no idea. After all, you were so confident. You said everyone was crazy about your charm. Where did your charm go?
They just don't appreciate my value. Those cheap men. It's because I'm a noblewoman, and only more sophisticated and cool men can appreciate my charm.
How can you say things like that? Isn't it time to face reality? You really don't understand yourself, do you?
I'm facing reality. All the men I've been with have said that I'm the best woman. There were no lies in those words.
You were just insulted and betrayed, and yet you're still saying those things. How long are you going to live in a dream world? You need to face reality and work hard. Find a company that pays you enough to pay off your loans. What you lack is the ability to think for yourself. Stop blaming others for your problems.
But I absolutely refuse to work under someone else. Just the thought of taking orders from a younger woman gives me chills. I'm not the kind of person who takes orders. Please, Emily, you're my only hope. Please help me somehow. You know me well, don't you?
Oh, Susan, I thought you hated me.
No way. Not at all. I don't resent you.
Then are you sorry?
Of course. I'll never cheat again. I also apologize for treating your brother badly. I really am sorry. So please let me remarry your brother. He's what I need.
Well, since you can't seem to be truly sorry, I can think about it once you finish the job I'll introduce you to.
What kind of job is it? After all, I end up like this because of what you taught me. It's not some shady business, is it? I will do no such job. At least not that kind of job.
Can you trust me and give it a try? What do you say? In my opinion, maybe you don't have a choice anymore.
All right, I understand. Please introduce me to that job. I trust you, but please make sure to keep your promise.
That's a great decision. You haven't made a mistake in your choice. I've reevaluated you, Susan. I think that job will bring you good luck. Well then, do your best and work your way up. I believe you can do it. When you come back, I'll make sure you can remarry my brother. Believe in me and do your best.
Thank you. I'll never forget the kindness I received from you, Emily. You really are a good person after all.
It's okay. I'm gonna contact the company now to have them pick you up. Well then, see you later. What I recommended was physical labor in a remote area. It's a contract that once you go, you won't be able to come back for several years. Susan is probably crying by now. I hope this will change Susan's personality, but I think she probably won't change. And when it's time to come back, she'll have to pay her own way. But if she hasn't changed at all, I don't think she can save up enough travel expenses to come all the way back here. If we think about her spending habits, as long as Susan doesn't change, she will live life in a remote area far from the life of a celebrity. Considering that I should have reported her to the police, she should be grateful that she was left off the hook. When I asked my brother why he married such a woman, he said he felt sorry for her because she begged him so desperately to marry her. Kindness is my brother's strong point, but he should choose his partner carefully. After their divorce, my brother returned to our parents' house and has been living happily. We don't have to worry about Susan taking our money, and we're planning on a family trip soon. Finally, it seems like our family is moving in a positive direction.